Hi there, this is Big Boss Calvin 83. This is what I want to discuss with you guys, to the men, and some women, but specifically the guys, and just people, period, watching this all around the world, all over the world watching this right now. Look, being fucking silent will not change and better your situation. And what I mean by that, you cannot be afraid to speak out against this fuckery that's going on in the world. Evil is running rampant all over the damn world. Evil people are running this shit. This crooked system is killing us. Okay? Now, as far as when it comes to these evil ass bitches out here, I'm not saying you don't have any bad men, but I always call out the men who are bad. Usually the simps, the manjanas, the faggots. You know, those pussy whip males that always pander to women and always let women get by with doing men wrong. You got treacherous women out here doing whatever they want to do, and I hate to say this, but the vast majority of men are simps, manjanas, pussy whip faggots. Okay? I don't know why people got an issue with men being on here complaining about their issues with women. I don't have a problem with that. I don't know why people got an issue of people of color complaining about their issues dealing with racism in this Western society, especially in America. Free K's, don't get it twisted. I don't have no problem with anybody. I don't have a problem with people complaining. The problem I got is people that complain but don't do anything about the situation. But what I try to do is do something about the situation. First of all, in order to change, fuck with all these trolls are telling you, oh, stop complaining, oh, you're wasting your time, oh, the world ain't gonna get no better, so you're not getting anywhere complaining. That's bullshit. You are making a difference. In order to affect change, you have to speak out. You have to bring awareness to issues. Okay? Being silent and keeping your mouth fucking closed, your closed mouths don't get fed. Keeping your mouth closed and suffering in silence just to put a smile on an asshole's and bitch's face, a stupid motherfucker's face, a stupid sheep, will not better your situation. I refuse to suffer in silence. I refuse to cower down to injustice. I refuse to deal with injustice out here. I refuse to deal with this racist bullshit out here. This sexist bullshit out here, especially misandry. I will call out these racist Caucasians, these prejudiced other groups of colors who have a Caucasian supremacist mindset. I will speak out against racism and Caucasian supremacy. I will speak out against the sexism, especially the sexism that's going against men, that's harming men. Men are victims of sexual discrimination too. Not just women. Men are victims of misandry. We have oppressive roles that you women turn a blind eye to. You got men being oppressed in Western society, being fucked over every goddamn day. You got men being denied a dating and sex life by you bitches out here. Because you are on your pedestal and you have all the choice and all the fucking say so. Complaining about women, there's nothing wrong with complaining about women. We're not blaming all women for our fucking problems. We're blaming women that are the cause of our fucking problems. Same with people of color holding racist Caucasian people and other groups of color, other non-Caucasians, other groups of ethnic groups of color who are prejudiced against so-called black people, and think by having the same racist Caucasian supremacist mindset that they'll fit in with Caucasian people, racist ones, okay, at that. Let me clarify that, because that probably went over your fucking head. You know, holding racist Caucasian people, especially blaming systematic racism for our hardships and pains and sufferings, is not blaming the whole Caucasian race. Blame, you know, and then you got non-Caucasians who are prejudiced against black people and cutting our fucking throats and fucking us over and sucking up to Caucasian people. Holding a certain group of people accountable for this fuckery and the destruction of the goddamn world is not blaming the whole entire people who have nothing to do with the problem. The only time people who, when I talk about a certain group of people doing wrong, no matter who they are, no matter what ethnicity you are, no matter what gender you are, it don't matter what class you are, status, it don't fucking matter. I will hold you accountable. I don't give a damn if you got a problem with it. And if you don't have nothing to do with it, why are you defending these evil motherfuckers? Why are you defending these pieces of shit parasites in the sky who's fucking up this world? Why are you defending racism? Why are you defending gynocentrism and female privilege, white privilege, and misandry? To you people out there watching, why are you defending it? That means you are part of the problem. The only way things change if you complain about it, but also take action. I already come up with solutions on how to handle the fucking problem. But the problem with most of you people, you do not want to fucking change. You don't want to do anything. You're waiting for somebody else to make that first move and change because you want to fit in so goddamn bad. That is your problem. You want to fit in. You want to fit in. You're afraid of hurting somebody's feelings. You don't want to make your oppressor uncomfortable because you want to be friends with them because you don't love yourself. You don't know your fucking worth. And that's the fucking problem. You don't know your worth. You don't value yourself. You got an inferiority complex. If you look throughout history, the only way society changed, or should I say societies have changed throughout history by people complaining, by people speaking out against an injustice, by doing an effective protest. Like I said before, I can tell people, you have to stand together and boycott against this bullshit out here. But most of you motherfuckers don't want to do that. You don't want to boycott. You don't want to change the way you're living your life. You still want to do whatever the fuck you want to do. You do not want to make a sacrifice, but you want other people to be like myself to be quiet because it makes you uncomfortable talking about this, especially when men are being treated unfairly, especially men of color are being treated unfairly in this fucked up racist gynocentric society known as America. Free K's. I will not suffer in silence just to put a smile and make stupid motherfuckers comfortable. You got so many brainwashed people who tell you not to blame society, you have so many ignorant, stupid ass motherfuckers telling people like myself, don't blame society, don't point out problems in society, don't hold certain groups of people who are doing wrong, living wrong, accountable, because you don't want to offend somebody. And that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. So I'm supposed to just suffer in silence and take this abuse. You got the wrong dude. I will not suffer in silence, and I refuse to burn just to put a smile on a stupid motherfucker's face. I refuse to suffer when I see treacherous ass women living wrong, living immoral, being whores and sluts, fucking men over, treating men bad, good men at that bad, hurting men's feelings, tearing them down. I mean, I got an email from a guy, not gonna say his name, that told me about this woman wanted to go out with him, and not gonna get into too much detail, and he wanted to have fun, because he never been in a relationship, but so he wanted to be intimate with this particular woman, and this woman said she'll fuck him. And that didn't happen. She stood him up. She flaked out on him. That she was supposed to get together with this guy, and she flaked out on him. This is the shit I'm talking about. This is what gets your ass killed, women. Bullshit like that. Playing with men's feelings and emotions. Now we talk about Caucasian supremacy and racism. When I speak about what a certain group of Caucasian people are doing, and the Jewish Anglo-Saxon elites, the Zionist Jews and the Anglo-Saxon elites, but particularly just your everyday Caucasian person thinks they're superior to everybody, they're superior to all people of color, and they think they can just be racist and treat me bad because they think they're better than me and hurt me and harm me, hurt my feelings and fuck me over and cheat me out of my prosperity, disenfranchise me, and I'm supposed to be okay with that. Be racially profiled at that, and I'm supposed to be okay with this shit. So when I talk about it, it makes y'all uncomfortable, but some of you Caucasian motherfuckers who claim to not be racist, but y'all defend racism and support racism, but you want to tell so-called black people to be quiet because it makes you uncomfortable being held accountable for your shit when I wasn't even talking about you. So you claim to be non-racist Caucasian person. Why are you defending a racist Caucasian person or persons? Why are you defending a group of racist Caucasian people that you know damn well are racist? That makes you a racist. You support Caucasian supremacy, white supremacy. And you benefit from white privilege. So you want to protect your privilege and your fucking power. You think you got power. You think you on top. But guess what? When no lives matter, your all lives matter is a fucking joke. Your all lives matter movement is a fucking joke because it just gives Caucasian supremacists cover, racist Caucasian people cover, and just Caucasian. It's for Caucasian people. They want to care about their pain and suffering, their so-called pain and suffering, and their fucking plight of the world. But they don't want to talk. But they don't want to acknowledge people of color's pain and sufferings, hardships, and they think they're the only people that are supposed to complain and suffer against bad shit, basically. And that's bullshit. So basically, you motherfuckers want to cry about your past. You want to cry about your shortcomings that you have control of. So-called black people do not have control of their destiny like that, like y'all do, because y'all, the majority of y'all, own and control the goddamn society, and y'all control most of the world. Caucasian supremacy is global. Y'all don't want to acknowledge that. Some of y'all don't know and choose not to know. So, and where was I? So, many Caucasian people think that they can call me a nigger and treat me bad and discriminate against me and racially profile me, especially if they're a cop or they work in government, and think they can just treat me bad and do harm to me, and it makes them feel good. It gives them a false sense of a pseudo confidence, like Robert Perkins said. Robert Perkins, shout out to you, man. Good, just keep doing what you're doing. So y'all think y'all can treat people of color bad? You want them to suffer in silence, not speak out against racism. You say we're playing the race card, but let me tell you something. If we had the race card, we would be using that motherfucker. We would not be going through racism. We would not be going through discrimination, racial profiling. We would not be suffering and be at the bottom of the fucking totem pole. And plus, if we were so equal to y'all, we would have restitution. Everything would be fair and equal, right? But y'all want to say you had nothing to do with it, but you reaping the benefits of what your evil forefathers and mothers have done, what your ancestors have done to my ancestors, and what y'all doing to me right now. You're reaping the benefits of evil and benefiting off of slave labor. And you're still treating me like a slave because I gotta pay goddamn taxes. I gotta overwork myself and kill myself and get paid less. And don't worry. Yeah, guess what? Guess what, Caucasian people? You're going through the same. You're now knowing what it feels like to be fucked over and be overworked and underpaid. And when they put y'all, and guess what? They will put your ass in them FEMA camps and kill you and kill your ass in them concentration camps, the FEMA camps, and kill you and put you in them coffins too. You're gonna die too. When they poison the water in Flint, Michigan, guess what? Y'all are affected too. Y'all getting cancer just like we're getting cancer. Y'all getting the same kind of diseases that we're getting. My people are getting, you're getting too. But you want to think that you're better than me and superior. And it's stupid as hell for ignorant, poor Caucasian, it's ignorant for poor, working class Caucasian people to think that the elite Caucasian people care about them. When the only thing they care about is fucking green. And if you don't got that green, that money, and that status, and that wealth and prestige, you are undesirable too. Just like people of color are looked at as undesirables. So I'm going to keep speaking the truth and call people out on their bullshit. And yeah, I'm going to be complaining and bitching, okay? About how unfair and unjust this world is until motherfuckers changed. Don't worry about what I'm doing. Worry about what you're doing. If you want people like me to be quiet, and especially, and to you women out there, if you want men to be quiet and stop complaining about the shit, the foul shit that y'all do, and trust me, we check men who do foul shit to y'all all the damn time. But you women stick together. Kind of like Caucasian people stick together. The good Caucasian people see bad Caucasian people doing wrong, the racist ones, and they're silent. Women, y'all the same way. When you notice another woman doing some foul shit, or a group of women doing some foul shit, you good women don't say shit. But you don't want me to hold you. You don't want me to kill you off you don't want me to put you on blast. Because you care about your gender instead of what is right and what is wrong. Just like Caucasian people care about their race, the so-called race, their ethnicity, more than what they care about what's morally right. Nobody cares about what's right and wrong. Everybody cares about looks. Everybody cares about their ethnicity. Everybody cares about how much money, their status, their income bracket. Everybody cares about their gender, but they don't care about what is right versus what is wrong. Nobody doesn't want to do the right thing. Everybody wants to do whatever the fuck they want to do, but don't want to be accountable for this shit. When you're doing wrong, you're gonna get called out on it. If you want me to stop making videos calling out this bullshit, and especially to you women who hate it when I talk about y'all doing treacherous ass shit and living foul and treating men bad, if you want us men to stop talking, especially you women denying us men a life, a love life and sex life, because you're too damn picky with these unrealistic expectations, these unrealistic standards and selfish ass preferences you got, but men can't have no damn preferences. It's a double standard. But you don't want me to say nothing. But guess what? I'm not the going on to get on person. If you're doing wrong, I don't care who you are. I'm going to call you on it. And I appreciate, if I'm doing wrong, I appreciate the fact that somebody will call me on it respectfully. But if I call you out on your bullshit, you better be able to take the harsh criticism. If you want to do whatever you want to do, then be accountable for your shit. Be responsible. Be an adult. But I'm not going to suffer in silence while you people want to do whatever the hell you want to do and be in denial about we living in a fucking crisis. And there's problems in the world. There's so much evil running rampant, but you don't want me to say anything. You don't want people like me to say anything, but just take it. Take it in the ass without no fucking Vaseline. You can forget that shit. If you want me to stop, if you want men, women, and people, period, if you want me to stop making videos about this bullshit, change it. Change the way you do things. Stop doing these bad, immoral, evil acts. Especially to the women. If you hate men making YouTube videos about how bad you are and how foul you are and how treacherous you are, it's okay for women to make videos about how bad men are and men need to change and correct the behavior. And I agree that y'all should address it. But when men do it, it's a problem. You're not exempt from criticism yourself. And when it comes to people of different ethnic backgrounds, any ethnicity, any so-called race is not exempt from criticism. But Caucasian people have a problem with me, as a person of color, criticizing and holding them accountable for the shit. But it's okay for you Caucasian motherfuckers to hold black people accountable when we do wrong. You know, you can't have it both ways. If you want to criticize me, I can criticize you. And if you got a problem with me criticizing you, and you don't want me to talk about you, you better fucking stop with doing what you're doing. Because I will hold you accountable. If you want to criticize me, I'm going to criticize you. And if you got a problem with that, then you need to shut the fuck up. But I will not suffer in silence just to put a smile on your fucking face. I'll say it again. I will not suffer in silence nor burn just to make you happy and feel comfortable. You can forget that shit. Peace.